What's up, guys? How you guys doing? I'm chilling. My girlfriend, she's in bed right now. She just went to sleep, so I'm gonna stream for a little bit. Go, 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 go. Come on, let's go.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game.
Yes, sir. How you doing, Jet? Man, I'm trying to tell you, you need to get the game. You need to get the game. Go, go, go. That's my fault. Chilling right. Yes, sir. Cause you see, you got the Xbox, right? Or do you have the PlayStation? Go. That's right. That's right. There's this one guy on Instagram that I also talked to who I think he said he has the Xbox as well. And I've been trying to get him to play with me. But I don't want to pay the $60, $70 for the Xbox Live. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Man, I'm trying to tell you, whenever you get the game, like I don't even. I'm just playing against computers right now, and I'm playing the Road to Glory. So, I think it's fun. There you go. I don't think it's fun playing against people that like are way too good at the game. Cause then I get upset and I get like I'm not good enough, you know.
They'll run it from the gun. Nice move to keep running. Not much room there. They'll give him one to the 9. And the Gators will hustle to the line. On second down, wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's
Go
Smith.
go 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 go.
Space at the 25. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. You can work your way. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust.
Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough.
I'm definitely not the GOAT editor, but I appreciate your support. That's exactly why I won't play Ultimate Team. I'm not I'm not paying to lose. Yeah, I don't blame you. I used to play like all. I think it was whatever Madden was on, like where Richard Sherman was on the cover. I had a crazy Ultimate Team. It was like 99 overall. I remember they had some like 90. I think it was a 97 overall Marshawn Lynch, and he was a dog. And that's all I played. Granted, I was like a little kid, but that's all I played.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand.
Come on,
On second down, looking again to throw. He's open on the right. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. I know it's early in the They'll leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple
Yeah, it's
of
definitely a little bit
yards
more
down
getting
the
used to though with this game compared to Madden. This game, like the way people move, at least in my opinion, the way people move, like just like the mechanics of the game are completely different than Madden. Like yeah, it's the same like game. You know, you're still playing like Madden, like you're still playing you're still playing a football game, but it's not like anything like Madden in my opinion.
Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense.
Give me that.
between the
Give me that.
defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that.
My buddy throws a few hundred a check on Ultimate Team just for it to be all reset at the end of the year. Crazy to me. Yeah, I know. I don't get it. I play Madden Mobile. Like I got a group of people I play with who they're all pretty cool, and we just sit there and like we have like our own like league group chat. And I think one of them pays something for the game, and like I mean, good for him if he got the money for it. You know, good for him. I'm never paying money for it. Go. Well, look who it is. Man, get out of here. No one invited you to my stream. How about this? If I get this touchdown, Brock Purdy's the worst quarterback in the league. Ooh, man, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. Worst quarterback in the league. Ball don't lie. I invited myself. Thank you very much. I'm trying to tell you, Brock Purdy is not good. Well, in my opinion, he's well, from what he'll say, what 17 Problems will say is that I'm a Brock Purdy hater. Bro, mad he killed your team. Man, he didn't kill our team. Ayuk did. Future Steeler, Brandon Ayuk, actually.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Pull down 29 after getting 5. Man, that's the advantage of having
How many touchdowns did he have? Besides the 2 he threw to Ayuk? Let me look. Steelers. He only had 2 touchdowns.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they make
Ayuk Bird. Man, I'm trying to tell you. I know we be talking about it all the time. I think either, like, I'm hoping somehow we get like Ayuk, or I mean, at this point, I just kind of want Ayuk to get paid, you know. And if it's from us, then it's from us. If it's from somebody, you know, like the man does deserve to get paid. He shut Pat Pete up. Yeah, he did. I can't lie. I'm not really a big Pat Pete fan, to be honest with you. I remember, I think it was week 2, 3, 4 maybe, something like that, when we played the Raiders. It was like on Sunday Night Football. Devontae had him looking stupid on that one touchdown where like they had like a slow-mo from like the back angle, and I think it was a back angle, and like he was just looking up at nothing, and Devontae already had the ball and it was already a touchdown.
On the ground with the counter. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Really nice stop there from this.
Man, let me get 100 rushing yards. I'm not going to, but
I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
That's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game.
yeah, and Kenny had 2 picks that game. I remember Pickens had some like out of bounds one-handed catch that like obviously didn't count. Allen Robinson was our leading receiver. Come on. And then Deontay had 3 receptions, 48 yards. Pickens had 5 receptions, 36 yards. I might make a quarterback. I haven't tried a quarterback yet in this game. Well, actually, that's a lie. I tried one, and I never saved it on accident. I went to like Arizona State or something. Start.
Hey everyone, this is Desmond Howard and welcome to Road to Glory. Before we get going, have a look around and customize the mode settings to your liking. Here is where you can also set up custom conferences. Now let's get started by choosing the
Man, you already know I'm elite.
you want. Next is time to choose the
Quarterback.
position. Now you'll pick what type of player you'd like to be. Keep an eye on the ratings caps as they change with each archetype.
Nah, I can't do that.
Physical abilities
He's not
are
quick
tied
enough.
to each archetype, and they, like mental abilities, enhance how you play your position.
I feel like he's got to be the best, right?
Here we'll customize
He's gotta
your
be.
bio info, gear,
Well, the
and
most
appearance.
overall, like,
You know what they
well-rounded,
say,
I
look
guess.
good, feel good, play good.
I'll be number 14. You know, the GOAT, George Pickens. What should his name be? Let's make it my name. None of this matters. I guess I'll do... I was born in Hawaii, so I guess I'll do Hawaii. That looks nothing like me. That don't really look like me either. Whatever, I'll do that. Yeah, that works. Got blue eyes. I guess none of this even really matters. That works, that works. I'm gonna make him jacked. 7 foot. I'm gonna make him like 265. 265 seems like a good weight. Arms, huge arms. That don't matter. Arms. Gotta have sleeves on. Yeah, that works. Headgear. I want a at least want a visor, like an all-black visor. That's pretty cool. Whatever works.
Time to choose your mental abilities.
Okay, with 79
These will help
overall.
to separate you
Winning
from
time,
other players.
increased composure
They can
late
be
in the
upgraded,
close
and you'll
games,
even have
natural,
the opportunity to
improved ability to
activate more
resist
later
weather,
in your
team
career.
player, playoff position, field general, shows post-snap, blitzers, headstrong, resist hot routes, being incorrect due to stadium pulse. I'll do that.
Let's take one final look.
That seems
Once
like
you hit
the
that
best one.
confirm button, your road to glory begins.
That. I see which of these is also important. Eventually getting drafted, playing professionally, a strong schematic fit, close proximity to my family. I'll do that one.
Welcome to National Signing Day. Once you've selected your school, your college football career begins. If you have aspirations to see the field early, pay close attention to the depth chart. And even if you didn't get your dream scholarship, you
I know
can be a
South
walk-on
Carolina has
at
like some
any school.
crazy fast
Plus,
receiver.
there's always the transfer
I'm gonna go that.
portal if you need a change of scenery down the line.
Let me upgrade him, upgrade him, upgrade him. Give me that, give me that, give me that. Let's go. This should be an easy dub. This should be an easy dub. If it's not, then I got more problems.
When they hear Sandstorm and Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened, Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive.
Let's go.
They go to the ground.
Damn.
Breaks the tackle.
Damn.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Off play action. Coming
Ooh.
after it. Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the
There you
coverage
go.
at the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the
Give me
holes in
that.
the zone are? Sit
Give me
down.
those.
You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Tempo and overdrive.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll try to snap it quickly. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's got an open
I might
man.
have had A open if I would have waited a little bit longer.
He's run out of bounds, but not before.
Hurry up,
Trying to
hurry
make
up.
Pick up and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Wow, what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know,
Go,
guys, one of the
go,
most telling
go,
stats
go.
about the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Pushes and picks his way ahead for 6 yards. He's down at the 8. It's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling
Go,
to the right,
go.
trying to make something happen.
Bro, why would you slide down? Why would you slide?
Or just
How do you dive?
and the quarterback does.
What a
Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking
There you go. That was a dot. That was a dot. That was a
He's
dot.
gonna score. Touchdown, South Carolina. Off the play fake. They're bringing heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
Dude, that was a dot. On the run, low key, too.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Hunt. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking to go up top on 1st down.
Go, 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 go. Did he catch it?
And this is
Oh.
dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge half before the end of the quarter. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They largely dominated this first
Jet,
quarter as
you
they
don't like
came
college
by
football
the
like that,
stats.
do you?
We've got
Well,
this
not that you
third
don't
down
like it, you
played
just don't really
open
pay
the
attention to it,
quarter.
right?
From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of... Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Oh, the freshman lucky that one didn't get picked off. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Go.
They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to
That's a
it.
pick. Ooh.
He took a hit as
Yeah,
he
just never got into it.
couldn't deliver
I
the
feel you.
football. It's incomplete.
Up until, like, again, like, the last couple years is when I really got into college football. My dad, he's, like, a Badgers fan. But, I mean, besides, like, so I would always kind of root for him a little bit. But besides that, I never really got, like,
Keeping it on
deep
the ground with
into
single
college
back.
football. Like, some people get crazy deep into college football.
Find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Now on 1st down from the 30. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Right on target with that last pass. Now it's 2nd and medium. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David,
Ooh,
but
there you go.
play
Up the
action
seam.
almost makes it impossible to keep
BA
it
double cross.
Yeah, because those guys,
I've never watched throwback games. Oh, I've been watching throwback games lately. Just watched Russ vs. Cousins. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was, my video in probably like tomorrow-ish, tomorrow or the next day, I was making some video about Baker when he like planted the flag against Ohio State, and then like now like I think it was like Bosa's rookie year, he got his like revenge against him, and like trying to go back and like look into college football stuff like that. That stuff's interesting.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Makes a
Touchdown.
catch, and he will score.
Yeah, I remember.
Gamecocks.
I think like back when like Jonathan Taylor was at Wisconsin. I'm pretty sure my dad really liked him then. I could be wrong, but and then we would always like hang out and watch, especially like the Ohio State Wisconsin games. We would watch those a lot. See, I knew Baker did that. Didn't know Bosa was on the other end of it. Yeah, he was at Ohio State, and like there's like, like in the video I'm making, I think it's like 4 or 5 seconds in. There's like a clip of him, and he's pissed. Obviously, I'd be mad too, but he
Trying to start the drive with a pass.
yeah, and he's like they like planted the flag at like midfield, like right on the O, and then like I think that was 2017, and then like 2019, he like sacked him in San Francisco, and he like did the like celebration of planting the flag on him.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throwing catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs to buy
There you
some
go.
time.
There you
Touchdown,
go.
Gamecocks. And he'll start this drive firing. And that incomplete pass caused by
Top
the
5
big
edge
hit on
rushers right
1st
now.
down, 2nd down
What, like mine, or he's
Unfortunate
a
for that
top 5 edge
the
rusher?
quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21.
How would you throw it down?
The gut falls
He was.
Gamecocks want to pick up
Um,
the tempo. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
I don't know. I
He's
mean,
got a
obviously,
timeout
in my
here
opinion,
late in the
TJ
first
won.
half, and they'll try to get more points
But
on the
like,
board before
TJ
the
also kind of like a linebacker.
When you
Sometimes the
combine
way they
this
use
game,
him.
this defense had some matchups they felt really good about.
I think obviously like, I think Hassan Reddick is pretty good. I think he's kind of underrated. Miles Garrett. I mean, I don't really know if you want to consider him a
just searching and
edge
working
rusher. I
for
mean,
the
I would,
running room
but
as he gets it out to the 26.
you can't say TJ for all
That's the end of
five.
the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
I don't know, because I mean, sometimes people classify like edge rushers as like if I'm like, oh yeah, he's an edge rusher, and then it's like, oh no, he's technically a linebacker. He's not really an edge rusher, and it's like, okay, like you know what I mean. Like again, like TJ, he sometimes plays linebacker, but like everyone considers him edge rusher. So it's like, but I'm gonna look up edge rushers, and I'll tell you from there. So if they're technically not an edge rusher, blame Google. Best edge rusher right now. Yeah, I mean, like PFF, they got Miles Garrett at 1. Of course they do. Micah Parsons, Nick Bosa, T.J. Watt, Max Crosby. I mean, it's definitely one of those, like in that order, 5. But definitely not in that order. I guess if you want to consider those 5, Bosa's definitely 5th. T.J.'s definitely 1. And then probably T.J., Garrett, Parsons, Crosby, Bosa, something like that. Man, I forgot about Aiden Hutchinson too. Yeah, and they got Hassan Reddick at 18. What about you? What's your top 5 right now?
He wants to start this drive with a pass. The throw to the outside is complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. They're looking for an advantage to the right.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Right back to the
Go,
well.
go. Come on, go.
Picks up the first down.
Go, man, go.
Slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. They'll try the run.
I'm used to playing running back. The last Road to Glory I was playing running back, and I thought I was a running back for a second.
Work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw.
I thought I could squeeze that in.
That one, and this red zone defense came that close to forcing a turnover. 3rd down coming up. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion.
Touchdown. There you go.
Touchdown, South Carolina. From the gun, the running back has it. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry up. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And they got him for the sack. A 3rd and long coming up here.
TJ, Micah, Miles, Crosby, and I don't like him that much, but he's good enough to be 5 Bosa.
From the gun, wants to pass.
Yeah, I don't like some of his personal opinions, but like as an edge rusher, I mean, obviously he's great. What about receivers? I'm more of like a receiver, quarterback. Like, I mean, I think that's how most casual fans, even though I'm not really a casual fan, but like I think that's how what like most fans care about is like quarterbacks, running backs and like receivers. Like I've noticed like with my videos, whenever I post them, people get so hot about like if a running back isn't top 10 but he's like 12. It's like, well, how is he not top 10? It's like, it's not my list. I didn't make it, you know, but people get so like upset about it. But I think it's just because people have like, people know more about like receivers and running backs and quarterbacks and all that, and people don't really pay attention to like, I don't know, safeties and linemen and corners and linebackers. I think it's easier to understand the assignments of like a receiver and a running back, whereas like a corner, they're like, oh, he just got burnt, and it's like, no, he didn't. Like he wasn't playing man. He was playing like the underneath zone, and it's like he didn't get burnt. He just that wasn't his guy, you know. O-line extremely underrated. Yeah, I know. My like best friend, he goes to college up in. 1 second. He goes to college up in Virginia, and he's a lineman, and like just listening to like everything he's told me and just like seeing what he goes through, or like what he like went through, I should say. It's crazy. It's crazy how like smart linemen really have to be, but like they get no credit at all. And it's like if they mess up one time, like if they mess up, like if they allow one sack a game, it's like, yeah, I messed up one time out of, let's say, 50, 60 downs. But it's like if you do that every single game for the full year, you let up 17 sacks. And it's like, that's awful, you know? Like you're getting killed for it if you let up 17 sacks a season. Like fans are calling for your head, everything, you know. But
wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Forges ahead for one to the 8-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
3rd and short in college football today.
They'll try the counter.
oh,
The stiff arm gets him loose. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Gamecocks want to crank the
I want to pass the ball. I don't want to run it.
fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody.
So who's your top 5 receivers? Because I think there's definitely like an easy 5. Like, I guess there's really an easy 6 if you want to consider like Amon-Ra and like. I think like in not in this order, but like your top 5 has to at least have Jefferson, CD, Tyreek, Jamar, AJ Brown, Amon-Ra, and that like it in some sort of, I think JJ's 1, Tyreek's 2, CD's 3, and then after that it's like Jamar could be 4, AJ could be 4. I could see an argument for Amon-Ra 4. I mean, I don't personally got him 4, but it's whatever. I probably Jamar 4, and then AJ Brown 5, and then Amon-Ra 6. But again, I can see an argument for Amon-Ra being at 4 or 5 or even 6. Obviously, I got him at 6.
Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have.
Noah, where's my money at? You said you can see me. Where's my money? Where's my money at, Noah?
Back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse Palmer. Pollock. I'm Reese Davis, and
Noah, give me my money. Give me my money, Noah. Thank you. Take this opportunity. No, I don't care about that. Mine are JJ, Reek, CD, Jamar, and I'd probably say AJ Brown. He's super underrated. I feel like he gets hate because he's in Philly. Yeah, for sure. He's definitely just like, they're all way more like, they're all different, you know? It's like, obviously Reek is like, not all speed, but like, I mean, like, his speed's going to kill you. I think Jefferson's just the most well-rounded like receiver. I mean, I don't really think anybody else would kind of disagree. I think you could also put Devontae up there. He just doesn't really get the love because one, he's in Vegas, and two, it's like he had a bad year last year. But it's also like, it's not based off of, in my opinion, it's like basing your rankings off of like 1 year. It's like, you know, like you're just gonna keep going back and forth with it, you know. But also, I mean, that could be called a hypocrite then if I got CD at 3 and it's like the year before, yeah, he was pretty good, but he wasn't as good as he was this year, you know. So I guess my logic isn't really the same. After that one-handed snag, I can't say JJ isn't one. Yeah, for sure. He's just like, he can do everything though. Like he's quick himself. He's a great route runner. Got great hands, great separation. He's, you know, and he's also entertaining. I think that's the biggest thing. Is not the biggest thing, obviously, but like that's a huge thing. But he's still alive. 5 views is crazy. Hey man, it's 5 views. But yeah, it's like he can do everything, you know. And then AJ Brown, he's just like huge. Like he's, in my opinion, he's just like George Pickens' #1 receiver. Yeah, I mean George Pickens, that's the obvious one. I didn't realize we were including George Pickens. But yeah, AJ Brown kind of reminds me a little bit of like a quicker DK. Because he's just like, obviously not as big, but like he's big. He's stout. He's quick. And I definitely think Philly's going to use him more in the slot this year. Whereas like last year, I mean, they used him a little bit in the slot, but like, I know Keelan Moore, I think that's his name. The offense coordinator, he was with LA last year, and then he was with Dallas the year before. I mean, like low-key quicker DK. Yeah, dude, he's quicker than DK. Well, my fault, not quicker, but like shiftier, in my opinion. Low-key DK is kind of like not the greatest route runner. Hayden said he's the most underrated wideout in the NFL.
You can't miss that guy. How are you going to leave the big fella wide open? You can't
DK definitely my top 10. And bro, he pretty quick. I don't know. No, I'm not really talking about like speed, like straight out speed. Like obviously, like Tyreek is obviously the quickest receiver. I'm just talking about like his ability to get in and out of the routes. That's what I'm talking about.
scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on
What was the
second
word?
down.
Elusive? Shiftier? Whatever you want to consider it. Obviously, like track speed, like
Give to the running
the
back.
dude just tracked down Buddha a couple years ago. It's like, obviously AJ ain't doing all that.
Missile. He was on
Ayuku's
radar.
not the best route
Threw
runner.
the football.
GP,
Flew down with some bad
GP is
intentions.
more agile than DK.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because
Hayden said he's the most under. Hayden said who's the most underrated receiver? Pickens?
Right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
And Ayuku's not the best route runner.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And this will be in.
No, he
A
is
big hit there, forces
the
second
best.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really
Yeah, Ayuk coming to Pittsburgh.
physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he has to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah. 17. Who's your top 5 receivers then? As Jet, Hayden said the coaches need him. The coaches need who?
Off play action on first down. Feeling some heat. Keeps the legs moving.
Go.
At the 35, he's got room. No fear from this freshman quarterback as he picks up the first down himself. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run.
The run game just
Hayden
has
said the
not
coaches
been
need him.
working for this offense all game long. Saw it
Uh-oh.
in that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Fires downfield. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown.
It's bad.
And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well,
Yeah, LSU trash though, so
strength by the QB. That was an
I had to play at South Carolina.
on that
LSU didn't want me, so you can blame it on Hayden.
Looking for more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Gamecocks want to move quickly. Looking to pass inside the red
Dot.
zone. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. Gonna run it. It's Sanders.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
He's gonna pass on second down. And the
He said that he gonna throw hands when he see you again.
13.
Ryan, any tips to growing my TikTok? Honestly, man, just stay consistent. Just stay consistent posting. It's like, in my opinion, I really don't be sitting there focusing on like the views or nothing like that. Because like, I mean, if you're basing your channel off and your success off of your views, I mean, it comes and goes, you know. And sometimes you're gonna be thinking you're making bad videos, but it's like the views just aren't there, you know. So I would focus on that, and then just again like staying consistent and at least posting like at least in my opinion. I know some people don't really agree, but at least posting like once a day. Because I mean, I've been posting for this, I think it's like 3.5 years, something like that. At least once a day, and it's like, in my opinion, that's probably the best way to grow your account. And again, the biggest thing is just to like sit there and like have fun with it, and not really sit there and focus on the views and likes and all that stuff. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. I'm assuming you make sports content, right? Yo, should I call you? No, you shouldn't call me, dude. Yo, should I call you?
And they
No,
rip
dude,
him
don't
up,
call
but
me.
not before he's got enough for the first down. And the
Yeah.
Gamecocks come to the line
How long you
with
been making
7
TikToks
downs.
for?
I like the running back there on the route and the patience
Nope.
he showed. Really
That was
Oh,
about
what a
though.
grab by the defense. And they'll close in on him.
You should
Good
answer.
return on the interception.
Dude, I'm not.
This is
I'm not
obviously
picking
a
up.
great start.
Because I know what you're going to say. You're going to say some out of pocket
Interceptions
stuff.
already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Not that long, like a few months. I think my problem is consistency.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He'll try to do it himself. At
Go.
the 35, he's
Go.
open. Quarterback gets past the marker. A huge play, and they get it all the way
Yeah,
to the
dude. I mean,
45-yard line.
I think that's probably the biggest thing. If you already acknowledge that your biggest thing is consistency and like not being consistent enough, I mean, I think that's what I would work on.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road.
But again, like I mean, like have fun with it, you know.
Ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Throws to the
Like
tight end. Connection to the right. A timeout is called as this offense tries to
like when I
find a
first
way to
started,
get
I mean, I was
on the
making
board
like
before the
my
half.
videos were awful.
It's really nice.
Like they were awful, and it's like
Basically attack
like at least looking back at it, and even some of the videos like now that I post,
on a line.
I'll look back at them in like a week or two, and I'm like, oh, that was trash. Like, why did I post that? You know.
Knocks him down at the 2. And the
But it's
Gamecocks
like
are
always trying to get
trying
better,
to
always
field goal.
staying consistent. I mean,
They'll try to blast their way
that's
in.
what I feel like works best.
He steps and powers and works his way.
Same. I haven't posted since like last week, and it's also kind of hard with no football. Man, they just had a football game last Thursday. Granted, it was the Hall of Fame game, but those jukes are vicious. Man, I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to get better at the game.
On second down, he's
Touchdown.
looking downfield. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Still on the 2-yard line after the incompletion. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass.
There you go.
Caught near the sticks.
It's just like hard to find like an hour a day to make an edit.
And I tell you what, that
No, I get it.
passing
I mean,
touchdown, that should
again, if it's something that you really, really want that bad,
is
you're
more than on now. Like,
gonna
they
do
get
it.
the
You know, you're gonna
touchdown,
make
they
time
get it.
for it. But also, like, I mean, I just started out like posting like plays, like random like plays, and eventually started doing like I remember I had one series for like a while, and it was like some like Adele song,
The give to the tailback.
and it was like the title of it was like some guy,
To the 31.
and it would be like
You know, as a defense, you kinda wanna
I don't know,
force
it'd be
them
like
to
some
get
random, not random play, but like I think I did like Odell.
Maybe the quarterback
um,
wishes he pulled this. Small game.
I remember probably my biggest one.
And he's
Okay,
picked off again.
I think my biggest one was Justin Tucker, or like I think it was Justin Tucker
He
actually.
would have loved to make the big return there,
And then
but
I
he
made
still
like
leads his team
100, at least like 100 of them. It seemed like of those videos, and I would just make the same videos every single day. And then, yeah. And then eventually I started doing videos with like more plays, so it would be like
He'll put the
the
tight
best
end in
game of each
motion.
week. And I did that for I think like 2 seasons, something like that.
And the pressure gets
But
there. And down
now I just kind of just post really whatever, you know, whatever I want. I try to get better at it every day. And I'm not saying I'm the best, because there's people that are way, 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 way better than me. But I mean, I just try to have fun with it for real, and like just stay consistent and make time for it every day. I mean, you got an hour a day.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
I'm trash.
He
Well, I'm gonna hop off. Love you, bro. Love you too, man.
already picked off
Tell Hayden and Noah and the family I love them too.
They're going to throw it to start the drive.
Nope,
He
bad throw,
rifles
bad
one
throw.
deep down the middle. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous.
I didn't realize I was losing 13-34.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll take another shot here. Snags it down the right side. And they pick up
Yeah, I know he did.
11
Pat definitely
plus
deserved number
yards
one.
on that
Like, I mean,
completion.
I get it if your argument is based off of, like,
And the best
last
thing about it is
season,
the
but
offense
also
can't
even
worry
then,
about
it's
the
like,
scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like
I mean,
that, Jesse.
I know
Pat
a
was
lot of
still the
people in
best
the
player
stadium
last
probably feel
season,
like
you
this
know?
game is over.
Like,
Maybe it's
dude
been
won the
over
Super
for a
Bowl.
while, Reese, but don't tell that to this
And
quarterback
it's
and
not
his
like it was
teammates.
like
They're
he
still out
got
there
carried or
scrapping
nothing
and
like that.
clawing.
It's like he clearly was the best player on the field at the Super Bowl. It's like, I don't really get it either, but I think my account's shadow banned because, like, even when I post, I get like 20 likes, but I think the more I post, I will eventually start getting more likes slowly. I mean, personally, I really don't think like shadow banning is a thing, to be honest with you. I mean, it very well could be, but I just think it's like you just need to make better content, you know? Better content, and like you were saying, stay consistent with it. It's like, I kind of think Loki, like, saying something shadow ban, like your account shadow banned, is just like you're accepting like an excuse of like, oh yeah, I'm not getting views because of this. It's like my first couple videos, I was only getting like 10 views, 15 views, couple likes, and I thought it was the coolest thing in the world, you know? And it's like, eventually just staying consistent with it and just growing your account and just like, again, having fun with it and building connection with people. I think that's probably the most important thing. But it does, like, I definitely understand what you're saying. Like, if it does stink, like when you work like hours and hours and hours on an edit, and it gets like, it just underperforms. It doesn't do as good as you think it'd do. I'm a Chiefs fan. Liked him since 2019, and he got robbed. Yeah, dude, I'm a Steelers fan, and I think TJ got robbed personally, but again, I'm a Steelers fan. I don't understand how he got 8. In my opinion, again, I'm a Steelers fan. He was way better than Myles Garrett last year. I think he got robbed of the Defensive Player of the Year, but I mean, I get it. I understand people are going to say, like, yeah, he was due for it, but it's like, are we not basing off of last year? Like, if you're saying, like, oh yeah, TJ was good, but it's like he deserves it more because he got robbed like he hasn't gotten it and he deserves it more. It's like, well, then you're not basing off of last year. So then are you gonna say like this coming year, like, oh what's his name, Micah Parsons, he hasn't gotten it, so he's really due, or Max Crosby's really due because he hasn't gotten it yet. So then it's like, well, then it doesn't matter, you know? There you go. I really like TJ. Yeah, dude, he's my favorite player. Him or Pickens, for sure. It's like Pickens is definitely my favorite player on offense, and TJ is definitely my favorite player. Probably, honestly, in the whole NFL, but people really don't like TJ for whatever reason. That's bad though. I don't get it. I don't understand why people don't really like TJ. I feel like CD should have been in the top and replacing Max. I mean, Max definitely deserved it. But I mean, also, CD deserved it as well. CD had a crazy season. But also, like, Max was their whole defense, you know?
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Max is really good, but I'm a Chiefs fan, so I figured that. I mean, I love Lamar. I think Lamar is, in my opinion, the second best quarterback in the NFL. But it's like, I don't know. I mean, I think he's the second best quarterback in the NFL. And it's like, but also like, I kind of thought CMC was going to get it. Either CMC, bad throw, either CMC or Lamar was going to get it. I just figured since Lamar was the MVP, it was like, oh, well, he's MVP, and I know players love him, so it's like, I figured that was it. I had my edit ready and everything. Like, I had everything already planned out, and he was 2, and I thought Tyreek was going to be like 6. I was like, how was Tyreek 1, you know? The TJ disrespect is so weird. He definitely deserves a lot more respect. Yeah, for sure. I don't get it. I don't understand how, like, people discredit everything he does, and it's like, oh, like it's just like the stats. Like you have to look more into it than just the stats. It's like now, like I get it, but also like the impact that he has on the defense. Like if you look at it as like a damn near it seems like every time TJ's out of the game, like not in the game, we always lose. And every time he's playing, we tend to win. You know, it's like he's obviously a huge part of. I'm not saying the Steelers are like the best defense in the league, but like, well, one of the best defenses in the league. You know, like easily like top 10 defense, and it's like he's easily the most important player. I don't know, bro. You guys got the most underrated middle linebacker in the NFL. Who the Steelers do? Make a burner account to defend yourself. Yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people, especially Ravens fans, they don't really like Patrick Queen no more, which I mean, I get. I was trying to think about it actually a couple of days. When's the last time a Steelers player or a Ravens player went over to the other side? I remember Mike Wallace way back in the day, he did. And obviously Le'Veon Bell did. But like neither of them were in their prime when they went to the other team, you know? And I can't think of any player that's gone, like any like big player that's gone from the Ravens to the Steelers. I can think of a couple that have gone from the Steelers to the Ravens, but never the opposite way. And like, I remember for a while, are you a Pirates or a Phillies fan? Nah, dude. I'm from, I live in Maryland, so, I mean, I should be a Ravens fan or a Commanders fan or whatever, but when I was younger, I was watching the Steelers-Seahawks Super Bowl. One second. Quick game. Throwing under the rest. I was watching the Steelers-Seahawks Super Bowl, and my sister's, not like a huge Seahawks fan, but at the time, she was a Seahawks fan. So I was always like, oh, like, I can't like him. Like, if she's a fan of him, I can't like him. So that's how I became a Steelers fan. And Steelers won, and then I ended up playing like one of those like little league teams. I ended up playing for the Steelers, so I just love the Steelers ever since. I also got a Steelers tattoo, so I am a real Steelers fan, believe it or not. But yeah, and then I kind of got into baseball with my dad. Are you what ML team? I'm a Nats fan, but that's just because I'm near DC. Like, I'm like probably like an hour and a half away from DC. So it's like, I think it was 2016 when we won the World Series. So it's like, ever since then, we've kind of been not good. And then basketball, I'm a Lakers fan, but that's just from Kobe. What's up? What's up, JMX? Did you ever end up finding that song? I'm a Royals fan. Okay. Yeah, I don't really pay too much attention to baseball, to be honest with you. I mean, like, usually once the playoffs come around, I'll try to pay attention a little more to that. Especially with, like, I mean, I do like the Phillies. Like, don't get me wrong, I do think they're a good team. Especially since they have, like, basically every national player. They got Bryce Harper, they got, Trey Turner. Didn't they have, like, I don't know if they have Schwarber anymore, but I remember they had him. NBA, I'm a Timberwolves fan. Man, I was rooting for you guys, I can't lie. In my opinion, as long as Denver didn't win it, I didn't care. Like, I didn't want the Celtics to win it, but I wasn't, like, pressed if they won it or not, you know? Yeah, I found it, bro. Okay. What are you going to use it? Like, what edit are you going to use it for? Because I've been seeing you crank out them edits, dude. They do still have them. Oh, okay. Yeah, I really don't pay too much attention to it, so. Yeah, dude. If you're looking for a Timberwolves fan, Jet over here. He probably the biggest Timberwolves fan I've ever talked to. He ended up going to the game. What was it? Game 2? Game 3? Something like that. Well, it had to have been. Yeah, it had to have been game 3 because didn't Denver have the home field advantage?
First completion, you get hit, and I always loved it as a player on the first drive to when you got hit, you
My favorite MLB player is Bobby Witt Jr. I got no idea who it is. I'm not gonna lie. Let me look him up.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Second, let me look him up. Bobby Witt Jr. Shortstop. Roy. Okay, that makes sense. Because you did say you were a Royals fan. He's a 99 in the show 24. Okay.
You're playing against a defense of this
How do you
caliber, you're
feel
gonna have to have
the
some
Timberwolves did
superpowers.
this
They
offseason
can't
in the
just run back
draft? And
throw it every single play.
I was
If they're
watching.
going on that last run, they're gonna have to find another way
There you
to
go.
get it going, handing the ball.
I was watching some of the highlights from the summer league that Jet has recommended, and some of the rookies did pretty good. He went to game 4. Okay. My phone's at 2%. Man, go charge your phone.
I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sideline.
Grab that charger, RyanSports9. Yeah, I ain't that important yet. We'll get there eventually.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Sanders.
Good. I don't keep too much attention to basketball, more baseball and football. Kid, I feel you.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back.
Are you streaming
man
tomorrow?
coverage. There's a lot
I
of
might. I'm not really
go
sure.
over 'em, but
Usually I
that's-
kind of stream whenever my girlfriend got work in the
you
morning.
saw it right there. Better play
Because
by
I just stay up all night and I just stream.
To the 46-yard line.
But
First down for the
I want to get more in like the
Here's the center
process
for
of
the
like
first
streaming.
down.
I was thinking about doing streams where like on every Sunday night where I can like that's about though. Every Sunday night when like after all the games recap, streaming just like while I'm making edits and stuff like that and just talking to you guys. I don't know if you guys would really like care for anything like that, but I would probably just be looking down at my phone majority of the time and just like talking.
Looking for a crease. It's Sanders.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front of
About
that
to-
defensive line.
Well, I'm gonna charge my phone, go to bed.
Hurry, but he couldn't find his
So
man.
yeah, if you're
It's
streaming later
incomplete.
tonight, I might tune
Really
in.
nice
But
job by the
Yeah,
defense
it's
playing
1 o'clock here, so I'll probably stream for like another maybe like an hour. Make an edit live on stream, that would be cool. Yeah, I mean, it would really just be like, just what I usually do on like for football and all that. Usually I just sit there. I got like a treadmill over here
And he was able
that I
to
just
get
sit there on my
away
phone
from
and I just
that
walk and I make
play.
edits. That's usually when I'm making edits. I'm just sitting there walking on the treadmill getting exercise in.
It's about effort.
And then usually once I'm done walking, I'll just sit down here and I'll just
Physicality you can bring to get you
make
back
edits
up.
and all that for the rest of the Sunday and Monday and Thursday and college football and all that stuff. So, I mean, I don't mind sitting here on stream talking to you guys while I'm editing. We gotta run one of these one day. Oh, we gotta run one of these days. Okay, yeah, I'm down. I don't got Xbox Live yet. Eventually, I'm going to get it because I want to play with people. Even on like Jet, he got a PS4, or PS5. I want to play with you guys eventually. I don't got $60, $70 to drop on Xbox Live right now.
Bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at
I
the
got
point of
Xbox
attack,
Live.
Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Now, can I do the same thing? I want to exercise, so I go to the garage and just walk while making edits. Time flies. Dude, I'm telling you.
These guys just have eyes in the back.
I'm telling you. Like,
Right there. He was able to
go to
buy
the
some
gym,
time,
sit there and just walk on the treadmill, and it's like you don't even realize how quick time's going past. It's like I'll be walking for a couple hours, and it's like I finish one of my edits, and I'm like, dude, it's been a couple hours.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time.
I mean, see ya.
In front of the wide receiver. That allows
Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it, man.
separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
I clicked Y. I clicked Y. I tried.
Quarterback and down he goes. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Now he's going to break the pocket. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Trying to get to it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Stars, who's your favorite team? I've talked to a couple other people here about their favorite team. I don't think I've talked to you about yours.
He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first.
Niners. Ooh.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
I think.
He's looking to throw.
Were you? There was somebody on my post where they were saying I was making fun of the 49ers because I think I'd posted this was a while ago, like I think a couple weeks ago. I think it was the Father's Day one, so more than a couple weeks ago. Yeah, that was. Yeah, this. One of my friends on Instagram that I'd be talking to, he's like a big 49ers fan, and I kept telling him, I'm like, dude, like, I just randomly make fun of him, especially for that whole Ayuk thing, like Ayuk possibly getting traded. I just sit there and make fun of him for it. And I told him, I was like, dude, I got an edit for you on Father's Day, don't worry. And I thought it was perfect. But also, to be fair, my girlfriend, her favorite team is the 49ers. My mom's favorite team is the 49ers. My best friend's team is they're 49ers fans. I collab with people all the time on Instagram that are 49ers pages. It's like, I do like the 49ers. Just, I like making fun of them more because I have people connected to it.
They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls.
Yeah, I remember I said, why you gotta do the 49ers like that. Yeah, it's also easy to make fun of you guys because you guys are so good that it's like I'm allowed to pick on you guys. But like if I'm making fun of like a random team, if I'm making fun of like the Giants or something, or like I don't know, the Cardinals, it's like, or the Panthers, it's like okay, like I'm just being mean at that point, you know. So good at choking. Hey, I really think the biggest like momentum swing in that Super Bowl was when Greenlaw got hurt. It's like the first like what was it, like 2 or 3 drives that he was in. There you go. That was Dot. The first like 2 or 3 drives that he was in, dude, he was locking everything up. He was bringing the energy. Like there was one play where I think he like stopped one of the guys like short of the sticks, and he just started going crazy. He like started like hitting his helmet, and it's like that's a bad throw. That was a bad throw. He brought the energy, and then he got hurt, and it was like after that it was over, you know. Like obviously not. It was obviously over, but it was. The momentum was gone, the energy was gone, everything was gone, you know. And then after that, it was just you're going against the best quarterback, you know, who should have been number 1 on the top 100, but he wasn't because he got robbed. But that's a different discussion. Yeah, Mahomes was the best player this season. Yeah, I don't get it. Like, I understand, like, the argument for a couple players. Like, I understand C-Mac. I can understand Lamar. And I can understand Mahomes. I can't understand Tyreek. Like, I get it. He was obviously the best receiver last year. Like, since Jefferson got hurt. But it's like, he wasn't as good as C-Mac. To be honest, Tyreek was like top 5 this season, but top 1. Yeah, exactly. It's like, I can understand, like he was 4 for sure. And if you really want to argue that Miles was better, whatever, again, I would say TJ was better than both of them. But again, I'm biased. I'm a Steelers fan, so like if I want to be like legit about it, Tyreek obviously had a better season than TJ did, but it's like I think I had him like 5 or 6, Tyreek, for like the top 100. I thought that's what he was gonna be, and it's like I had everything set. I thought again, I thought Lamar was gonna be 1. I had my whole edit ready and everything, and he was number 2, and I'm like, oh, no way, Tyreek is 1, right? And he obviously was. I thought Mahomes was gonna be 2. I thought C-Mac was gonna be 3.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can
But
touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's
and they got me doing nothing but handoffs. I was thinking Mahomes 1, C-Mac 2, Lamar 3. Dude, I can completely understand that too. Only reason I thought Lamar was going to be 1 was because he was the MVP. And I know players love Lamar. So I was like, okay, like, it's obviously going to be Lamar. And then they said, like, I think beforehand they had somebody announced already that was like 8. Whoever 8 was, I think it was TJ. I could be wrong, but I think I was watching the NFL Network and they were talking about having somebody already announced. I don't remember who it was, and they were showing Tyreek, and I was like, oh, Tyreek already got announced. You know, I completely forgot Tyreek was even like he was in there. You know, like that he was a part of the list for whatever reason. I thought Tyreek had already gotten announced, and I was like, okay, like when the top 5 hit, I'm like, okay, like it's got to be Lamar, right? Or it's got to be Mahomes, and then they announced Mahomes at 4, and I was like, yeah, there's no way that Mahomes is 4. And then they announced C-Mac was 3, and I was like, well, who's left? Like, I know Lamar's left, and they said Lamar was 2, and I was like, just thinking about it, and I'm like, oh, it's Tyreek. Tyreek is 1. I don't know why I thought Jefferson still hadn't been announced yet. Mahomes 4 was unbelievable. Yeah, dude, I didn't get it. I don't get it. It's like if you're going based off the regular season, I can understand it. I get it. But like, it wasn't based off the regular season. They didn't ask the players at the end of the regular season. They asked them at the end of the season, like the whole season. But also, like, I mean, if those are the players' rankings, you know, that's their rankings, you know.
Well, this defense.
Yeah, I was really hoping that. I also, call me crazy, I thought Pickens was going to be in it. I thought people, like, the players just in general were going to, like, I thought they were for sure going to just vote him in for whatever reason. Even as a 49ers fan, I can admit Mahomes' playoff success is unmatched. Yeah, dude. It's like there was some stat. I forgot what year. I think it was the first Super Bowl. What was that, 2019, 2020? When they won it? No, it wasn't 2020. Yeah, 2019 when they won it. I think he was down in every game, right? Wasn't that it? He was down at some point in every game. And it's like, it was like double digits or something like. Let me look it up. Playoff run, because I remember they were down against the Texans like 24-3 or something like that. Yeah, they were down against the Texans. Chiefs playoffs 2019. Let's see what this. Well, they finished 51-31, but they were down 21, at least 21. They were down 24-0 at some point in time. And they came back. They went touchdown, 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 touchdown. And then finally the Texans got a touchdown and then touchdown field goal. It's like, and then they beat the they beat the Titans, and I think they were down like 10 or 14 or something like that, and even in that game. And in the Super Bowl against the 49ers, they were down, what was it, like 10 or something like that. I think they were down 24-3. Yeah. They're down 24-3. And then let me see what they were down against the Titans. Titans, Chiefs, 2019 playoffs. And I low-key thought that the Titans were going to win, especially the way Derrick Henry was playing that season. Let me look. They were down 10-0. Yeah. And then they were down 17-7 at some point in time. So I guess technically they were down 10. How did the Texans choke that, dude? I got no idea. It was within a span of... Let me look. Bro. Texans, Chiefs. They were up 24-0 with 10 minutes left in the second quarter. And before even halftime, the Chiefs were up 28-24. So in 10 minutes, they put up 4 touchdowns. Dude, that's crazy. And it was even more impressive against the Titans because I'm pretty sure it was the final drive. Mahomes' headset and the helmet broke, and he had to do all that yeah, dude, I don't remember that, but I mean, I wouldn't put it past him. I remember, what was it, 2022 when we played them in the playoffs, or was it 2021? January 16th, 2022. So yeah, I remember TJ got a fumble recovery. It was right into the game, dude. I was going crazy. I thought we were gonna win it. I'm like, oh, we might upset the Chiefs. And then that was in the second quarter. Before halftime hit, it was 21-0. And I think it was within the span of 10 minutes of play clock or something. Yeah, they scored a touchdown with 5 minutes left in the second quarter, another touchdown with 2 minutes left, another touchdown with 13 seconds left, another touchdown with 10 minutes left in the third quarter, and then another touchdown with 9 minutes left in the third quarter. So it was 35-7 within the span of 10 minutes. It's yeah, we were never going to beat them. Was the season y'all started 10-0? No. That was the season we ended up losing to the Browns in the playoffs that season. I think that was 2020. Yeah, that was 2020. Because I remember that was when COVID was going around, and they canceled the Steelers-Ravens game, and they scheduled it on a Wednesday or something crazy or weird or something like that. And I remember that season. I was working, and I had the headset, I had my AirPods in on my other, in my ear, and I was working at a Subway at the time, and I was taking customers' orders, listening to the Steelers game, going crazy. One of my friends that I talked to, we were both managers or whatever you want to call us, and he's more into the NBA. I mean, I like the NBA too, but I'm definitely more of a football guy. And I remember on Sundays I'd be going crazy. He would think it'd be hilarious watching me going crazy. But no, the season that we started 10-0, that was 2020, and we ended up losing to the Browns because we lost to the Commanders, or the football team. Who else? I remember we almost lost to the Colts. We were down a good amount. Let me look that up. But I remember for sure we lost to the Commanders. Steelers 2020 season. And then I remember we beat the Giants. Yeah, we beat the Giants, Texans, Broncos, Eagles. The Eagles game was when was when Chase Claypool went off. He had 3 or 4 touchdowns or whatever. Beat the Browns, Titans, Ravens, Cowboys, Bengals, and that was the game Juju was sitting there dancing on the logo. Jaguars, Ravens again, and then we lost to the Commanders, lost to the Bills, lost to the Bengals. No, that was the game. That last game was when they would dance when he was dancing on the logo. Almost lost to the Colts, lost to the Browns at the end of the season, the very last week, and then lost to the Browns in the playoffs. What NBA team do I root for? I'm a Lakers fan. I'm a big Kobe fan, and when I was growing up, I was watching like the Celtics-Lakers finals and all that, and I had like a Lakers that poster. That's like a Kobe poster. I had that when I was like a little kid, and I just started supporting him. Kind of random. Do you think Mahomes would become the GOAT? I don't know if he'll ever become like the GOAT, but I'd be having arguments with people about. I think he's easily a top 3 quarterback right now, like ever. I think he's better than Manning. He has more playoff success than Manning. He has, I mean, besides like regular season stats, it's like he's already had more playoff success already than Manning. It's like, and this is his 7th season? 7th, I think? It's like, he's definitely not better than Brady. And, I mean, like, if you want to make the argument about Montana, I mean, that's whatever. Like, I'm not going to argue with somebody about, like, if they think Montana's better, because, again, I never really saw Montana play, so I wouldn't really know. But, like, I mean, I really think, like, I think if the Chiefs three-peat this season, there's no argument. There's no argument he's at least a top 3 quarterback. It's like, I understand people if you want to say Manning is a top whatever, cool. But like, he never really had the playoff success besides the 2 Super Bowls, which, I mean, again, that's what. And the Super Bowl against the Broncos, I mean, he got low-key kind of got carried by his defense. It's like he never was really able to get it done in the playoffs, but Mahomes obviously has. And if you want to discuss like who the best players are ever, it's like playoff success is extremely important. Dak will be a top 3 quarterback all time. Okay. How is he going to be a top 3 quarterback all time if he's not a top 3 quarterback right now? But I do like Dak. I'm not a Dak hater. Don't get me wrong. I do like Dak, because that made me sound like I'm a Dak hater. I think 2 more years of doing this good, and he'll be better than Montana. I mean, you also, like you said, yeah, you're a 49ers fan. I mean, I definitely think, like, he obviously doesn't have, like, the longevity stats behind him, you know? It's like, he's only been playing for, like, 7 seasons. But, like, if he consistently stays at this rate for, let's say, that though. If he can consistently stay at this rate for the next decade, I mean, I don't see why he couldn't. He already has 3 Super Bowls. Bro. Oh yeah, what happened to Chase Claypool? I feel like he was up and down and up and coming star, and he fell off or something. I was never a huge Chase Claypool fan. I low-key think kind of his. Like, I remember, didn't he have like a tweet or whatever where he was like, losing, I've never heard of her, or something like that, and we ended up losing the next like 6 of the 7 or 5 or 6 or whatever. I low-key think just in general, like, he never really had any, like, the whole like football, like the whole like everything behind him. Like, obviously, yeah, he was a good football player. He was a great football player, probably the best player to ever go to his high school, and one of the best players on his team when he went to Notre Dame and all that. But it's like, I don't know. I really don't know what happened, to be honest with you. I just don't really think he was able to make it click. Basically the same thing that happened to Juju. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think social media and all that kind of just got a hold of him. And, like, I mean, that's cool, whatever. I mean, if that's your thing, you know, like, I'm not going to, I think it's stupid when people sit there and bash athletes for using social media. and and I think Juju was one of the first people. It's like, I'm a huge Juju fan. I can't lie. I'm not gonna stand for any Juju slander here. I got a Juju Funko over here actually. Like I'm a huge Juju fan, but it's like I think the whole social media thing just kind of gave him a bad rap. What's up? What's up? How you doing? Malachi. Juju on the Steelers was truly amazing though. Yeah, dude, I thought he was gonna be like one of the best, like legit, especially with AB. Granted, AB obviously took the attention away, and low-key, Juju was AB was kind of right about Juju low-key, where he was like, he's never gonna be a number one receiver. He wasn't. I mean, if you want to consider him the number one receiver on the Chiefs, I mean, you're more than welcome. But it's like, I wouldn't really consider him a number one receiver. I would consider Kelsey the number one guy, and Juju was just like an additional piece. Like, he was obviously the number one receiver on the team, on the depth chart, but yeah, the Funkos. Man, I'm trying to my girl, we got something going where like, I don't know if I told you. I might have, I'm not sure, but she goes to college at Arizona State, and it's like the online college, and whenever she gets like a good grade, like all A's for like the semester, I'll get her something. So I'll get her like a T-shirt, or I just got her like the Legos. I know I sent the picture of the Legos things to you. She likes the Minecraft Legos, and I got her those. But she's been getting me Funkos. So I have like a whole list of Funkos that I want, and I sent them to her. Let me read them. I really want this. There's a CD Funko I really want, because I really like CD. I like Justin Jefferson. If they had a Pickens Funko, I'd get that. They have a Brady Funko, a Dion Funko. I want a Mahomes, Herbert, Kittle, Ray Lewis, CD. There's like a Jalen Hurts, Kelly Green one. Dude, it's tough. Jefferson, Josh Allen, Travis Kelce, Terry Bradshaw. And then for the NBA, I want a Shaq, Jordan, Anthony Edwards, Wemby, Damian Lillard. There's like this like Steph Curry like big like magazine. It's like this. It's like a magazine in the back. And then he's like the little Funko, but it's like the whole big magazine. I really want like a Steph one. And then Giannis, Luka, Magic, a couple other ones, but those are like the main ones. I want the NFL season to start so bad. I'm going to the Week 7 primetime 49ers Chiefs. Dude, that game is going to be sick. And it's in San Fran, I'm assuming, right? I think AB just put it into his own head. He was getting replaced. Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah. Ant? Yeah. I don't have an Ant one yet, but I want an Ant one. I just gave her the list, and I was like, just whatever one you want. Like, whatever one you want to get me. Oh, hurt Ant. Never mind. What Funkos do you got, Stars? Is that Levi's? Yeah. That's kind of what I figured. I like that they're cheap too. Yeah, dude, they're like $15, if that. Bro, my girl hates Ant because of all his baby mama drama. Hey, man. Ant's the GOAT, that's all I can say. Yeah, I like Ant. I like, if you had to get, what's your top 5 NBA players right now? You can just give me your top 5 favorite. You don't gotta give me your top 5 like like best. Just give me your top 5 like favorites. I have like 5. I have Mahomes, Jefferson, a Braun, Ray Lewis, and a Kittle. Okay. Not that many. Dude, that's still a lot. I'm surprised you got a Mahomes one being a Chiefs fan. I'm being a 49ers fan. I'm still working on my collection. Dude, if you go to, I know you really don't like you said you really don't like basketball like that. Or you really don't pay attention to basketball like that. I got like, I got 6 of them just from Five Below. I don't know if you guys got Five Below out where you are, but it's basically like a dollar store, but just like $5, you know. And I got like 6 of them for like $30, you know. It's like, dude, that's a steal. I'm still working my collection. She was like, "This is who you have the poster and Funko." Dude, my girl, and I mean, I don't blame her. AB's wild, but she'll get on Twitter and she'll see some like crazy stuff from AB, and I'm like, I can't even defend him at this point. You know, like he was my favorite player all time. Like him or Palomalu or Ben were my favorite players all time. Dude, I can't defend him anymore. You know. And yeah, that NBA question was for you. Well, I guess both of you, but I know Stars said he wasn't really a big NBA guy. So you just give me your top 5 favorite NBA players. Oh. Go. Tutty. I got Five Below like 2 blocks away, but it's closed sadly. Bankrupt. Damn. Must have not been that popular then. I got one that's like you said, like 2 minutes away from me. And we go there every once in a while. And it's more of a her. She usually goes more on shopping. I'm just kind of chilling, watching, looking at stuff. No. After the pool thing happened, I couldn't defend him anymore. Yeah, that, or didn't he like toss something off like a balcony, like a couch or something? Didn't he toss like a I think it was a couch or like a suitcase or something. It's like, dude, I can't defend you anymore. Like, I got your jersey. You're my favorite player. When I played high school football, I played high school football for like a year. I wanted to play, like I played receiver, but like I never like played. You know, I was always a backup. And I wanted to wear 84 because of him. And I wore number 9 my whole like football career. I played football like my whole life basically, and I stopped right before I got into high school for whatever reason. And then I wanted to play my senior year because I was like, oh, like I don't want to regret not playing. And obviously, I regret not playing now. Like now that I'm like an adult and all that, it's like I definitely regret not playing. But whatever. And I wanted to wear 84 because of AB. But I think somebody else got 84, or like we weren't allowed to wear it or something like that. Top 5 favorite: Steph, Iggy, KD, Draymond, and super random. But I'm a Warriors fan. I feel you. I figure you'd probably be a Warriors fan just because you said you were a 49ers fan. I was surprised you're not a Giants fan then. If you're from, because I'm assuming you're from San Francisco or like the Bay Area. And KD, how did you feel about him leaving? I'm a Giants fan. I thought you said you were a Royals fan. Or was that someone else? No, my fault. That was somebody else. Yeah. Happy KD and Steph get to play on team. Yeah, dude. It's fun. It's just like fun watching them play, you know? Like even if like especially like obviously now like that's kind of really all the NBA is just like agenda, and I kind of low key feel like sometimes people don't really actually watching the sport. They legit just want to watch because it's like drama. And I mean, if that's your case, that's whatever it's whatever. It's whatever. If you want to do it, that's your choice. But like, just like watching Olympic basketball, it's like, dude, like, imagine if all of them were on the team. Like, imagine like just a team in the NBA like that. I mean, I guess that was like the Warriors, but like still. All time, in my opinion, Jordan, Kobe, Wilt. I think LeBron has to be 4 or 5, and I'll say Magic. Those are your favorite, or those are who you think are the best?
They'll throw it on first down. That's caught. It's Harvard. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw.
Whoosh.
What a job to lay out and make the
Hey,
catch.
Don.
And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. Got open on
I
the
care most about football. I don't really care about basketball that much, but the Olympics basketball team has been a lot more fun to watch. Yeah, dude. No. Yeah, I remember. Didn't they? Yeah, they had like the 2008, I think it was, with Kobe and Bron and Carmelo and Bosch and all them. They had that thing on Netflix for him, and dude, that was great. That was a great watch. Like if you haven't watched it, I would definitely recommend. Right now, 1 Ant, obviously, 2 Jokic, 3 McDaniels, too much aura. Luka 4, Kyrie 5, Jokic 2. Man, I can't rock with that. He always be beating us. I can't rock with that. In all opinion. Yeah, I feel you. Man, when you gonna get the Jokic jersey?
That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these
Cuddy.
third down type plays.
Cuddy.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This offense right now, they're doing.
To the air on first down.
Give me that.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Simon.
Yeah, I guess if I had to say my 5 favorite, these aren't the 5 best, but my 5 favorite right now, Bron is definitely one, and it's not close. I like Giannis just because my dad's a Bucks fan. Steph is always fun to watch. So I'd probably say Steph 3. Ant, especially after the playoffs. Give me that. Give me that. Oh. I don't know who that 5th one would be. Low-key, I really liked watching Jalen Brunson play in the playoffs. Like, he was killing it in the playoffs. But, I mean, that was just the playoffs. I didn't really pay too much attention to him during the regular season. A sleeper? We go to a lot of, since I'm like near DC, we go to a lot of Wizards games. And my girl's favorite was Denny Alvier. And I liked watching him play. He was pretty cool. I don't know who that 5th one would be though. That 5th favorite. I mean, I like KD. KD's always cool to watch. I'm probably missing someone obvious.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. A strike downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. It's a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads it left. And he dropped it.
I bought a Lance jersey when we drafted him 3 overall. I regret it so much. I bought the premium quality or something. It was like $350. $350?
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wants to pass it on 2nd down.
I don't know. I don't even know why I overpaid for it, but thought Lance was gonna be good. After seeing him in person, I gotta give Jokic his flowers, man. And I don't know if I want a jersey just yet. Oh, brother stars, don't worry about it. I bought a Kenny Pickett. Yeah, dude. I feel like Jack got it worse buying a Kenny Pickett jersey. Tutty. Dude, I got this jersey for like, I think it was like 150. Like, I got it a couple days before he passed too, so it was like cheap, well, cheaper. And then I got like a I don't know if you guys remember when when they did his, like, the statue unveiling. I think it was against Denver, and they wore like the Black Mamba jerseys. There was some guys selling them on eBay because like they gave out free jerseys. Like, it's not the greatest quality, but they gave out like free like replica jerseys, I guess, for everybody that bought a ticket to it. And I'm like a diehard Kobe fan, so I really wanted a Kobe jersey from him. And I was like, well, it's gonna be like, yeah, I think I paid like probably like the same, like $350 for it, but it was like, in the long run, it's like what it's gonna mean to me, you know, and like the memories, and like the like not many people are gonna have that jersey from his statue unveiling day, you know. It's like, it was worth it for me. But I mean, for you, $350 for a Trey Lance jersey? Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Give me that. Nah. 350 was wild though. Imagine wearing a Kenny Pickett jersey and and having hope while he throws a pick six, those -6 touchdowns in a game.
He's back to throw on second down. He fires a
Bro,
bullet to the right.
350 is insane. I've never paid over 300. I don't think that was for ASAP. Nick jersey. Yeah, dude, it's one of those things that like you really gotta commit to. And I know you be buying a bunch of jerseys on eBay as well, and it's like, but you be finding the cheap ones too. So it's like, I can't even blame you. That was probably smart. In 10 years, it would definitely be worth a lot more. But you definitely wouldn't sell it, because yeah, I'm not selling it. And even this one, like, I'm sure if I wanted to sell this one, I mean, I'm sure I could probably get like a good amount out of it. But it's like, it's not even worth, like, it's not really about like the money. It's more about like the memories of like what he brought me watching him play, and like the mentality of like just going through life every day, and like kind of trying to have, obviously not having the same mentality. I'm not going and playing basketball and trying to have that mentality, but like as like he was always consistent. He was always waking up every day. He was always consistent practicing, playing. He was always consistent. And that's the thing I was trying to tell you, of like staying consistent with your videos and all that. It's the same thing, obviously in a different spectrum. Like, he was playing basketball in front of hundreds of thousands, billions, millions, whatever of people. But dude, when he passed, it was like on the Sunday, whatever, and like we were talking, like I'm just sitting here on the treadmill. This was like obviously before TikTok was even a thing, or I was even making like social media videos or whatever. But I was watching like I don't know if you guys ever watched them, but like there was like if you just look up like Kobe movie, or like LeBron movie, or like Chiefs movie, or like 49ers movie, it comes up with like other YouTubers who have made like movies or whatever of them, you know. And I was watching a Kobe movie of like him getting drafted and like getting traded from the Hornets and all that stuff. And my sister, she had texted me and she was like, "Hey, did you hear about the Kobe news?" Or like, "Did you hear about the Kobe passing or whatever?" And I thought she was talking about when Bron passed his record the night before in Philly. And I was like thinking like, nah, it was definitely like, she's definitely talking about him like LeBron passing his record. That's what she's talking about. And I was like, yeah, like I was like, yeah, I was watching the game last night. She was like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, yeah, like him passing the record. She was like, no, he like passed away. He just got into like a helicopter accident. And then like I looked up, and like I was at the gym, like walking on the treadmill or running or whatever I was doing. And the people, like the workers there, turned the TV on to the news, like CBS or whatever it was. And they were talking about like helicopter crash, and like 8 people passed, and then 7 people passed, and then Kobe wasn't even in it, and then his daughter wasn't even in it, and then Kobe only survived. And there were a bunch of like news outlets talking about like this happened and this happened and that happened and that happened, and then eventually obviously they ruled that everyone in the plane passed. Dude, I was going through it. I don't think I cried, but dude, I was very upset. Did you hear? I almost broke down when I heard, you know, Kobe is good when, before I even watched him play, I was saying Kobe when I would shoot. Yeah, dude, he's my favorite player, for sure. But Bron, in my opinion, Bron's definitely the best player, like, ever, and it's not even close.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40.
You know, as an offense, oftentimes you try the reverse play because you're trying to take advantage of a defense over
There you go.
pursuing.
Tutty.
Inside the 35. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of...
Yeah, we low-key locked in this game. Even, I mean, it is against Akron, but 6 touchdowns?
To the ground with the back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come
Super
up
hard making a
and
top
tackle.
5 because how much the league changes. Yeah.
You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out.
Man, I'm so used to playing like Madden where I can just roll out and not get sad.
Things working pretty well for this defense out of a dime package.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is like, in my opinion, people that are sitting there talking about like football, like if you're talking about like a top 5, like top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL, like ever, and it's like people are like, oh, did you see Johnny Unitas play? It's like, bro, like none of us saw him play. So like, or like, man, how are you not gonna have Joe Namath in your top 5? It's like, dude, I never saw him play. He played in Super Bowl 3. It's like, none of us were alive to even see him play, you know? So it's like, how am I gonna make it? How am I gonna include him in top 5? Well, you gotta take history into account. It's like, well, yeah, but also if you're taking history into account, it's like, doesn't Matt Ryan have more passing yards than him? Matt Ryan has more passing yards than a lot of people, and it's like, well, you're not gonna consider Matt Ryan like an all-time great. Like, yeah, obviously he's like a good like quarterback. He's Atlanta's probably best quarterback. I mean, if you want to consider Vic, that's whatever. But like, it's, I don't know.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
Because I know Brady got the most. Yeah, Brady got the most. Brady got second.
Set up a good second down.
Where's Joe Namath
First
at?
down at 2nd and 7.
Johnny Unitas is 23rd all-time passing yards with 4,000. Kirk Cousins has 39,471. Derek Carr has 39,100, and Andy Dalton has 38,511. If you want to consider Johnny Unitas one of the all-time greats, then it's like you were saying, you gotta take errors into account. But like, it's hard when it's like, I've never seen him play, and then like, again, these 3 very average, okay quarterbacks are extremely close to them in all-time passing yards. It's like, yeah, obviously it's 2 completely different games, because like one was like primarily in a passing offense. Like, all 3 of those quarterbacks came up in like offenses like today where it's like all I do is pass the ball. But it's like Johnny Unitas played from 1956 to 1973. It's like, bro, like, how are you gonna, I don't know. exactly. I'm kind of guilty there because I put Will in there because what he's done, but I've never watched pro play. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I kind of find it hard to believe. I also, hear me out. I don't think he put up 100 points. I don't think he did it. I was going to ask you, is there like a benefit in using like a sound with a similar audio to your videos than just having your original sound? Because like before, your videos were always original. I started attaching like sounds like other people's sounds or like the actual artist sounds, because I do feel like that it does kind of help the channel a little bit, and like it helps people like see it more. But I really only started doing that maybe like a couple months ago, to where it was like the like that by Kendrick. It's like I just started putting it on like the actual sound instead of just uploading it as my own, because I felt like it gained more traction. So I would maybe try doing that as well. But like, I mean, I think like if my video is bad, my video is bad. Adding a sound to it isn't gonna help it, you know? Like it's not gonna make it gain traction like any better, you know? It's just, if the video is bad, the video is bad, you know? And it's like, it's nobody's fault besides like myself. It's not like the algorithm didn't push my video or whatever. It's just I had a bad video, you know? Who's better all time, A-Rod or Big Ben? A-Rod. A-Rod.
The defense has been lights out, and the offense obviously just continues to pour it on.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because I noticed that like a few months ago you started doing it. Yes, I noticed a couple other people started doing it. They've been doing it as well. And like I'd have some videos to where it'd be like I'd have videos like pop off, which is like great, like I really appreciate it. But then I'd have other videos that would be like I'd get like a couple hundred views, and it'd be like, well, if I attach it to the sound, maybe it will push out faster. Or maybe it'll push out to be better, or like I also do want to give credit to the people that like that made the sound, you know. And that's something that I really recognize. Is like I'm using people's sounds and I'm not even getting them credit, you know. It's Dabo Clock. You're funny. And why so easily, A-Rod? Big Ben's never won an MVP. And A-Rod's won, what, 3, 4? How many? It's 4, right? I think. How many MVPs does Rodgers have? 4, yeah. And Big Ben's never won it. I also think Big Ben's playoffs, like his like the stats of him like winning the Super Bowl and all that, especially that Seahawks one, he got carried. Like if you go back and like watch it, he got carried by like his team, you know. Let's also think he had his troubles in the league, hates the Steelers. Yeah, I mean, I do think that I mean that's unexcusable. Like if everything is true, which again I haven't done enough research to like actually like acknowledge if it is or not, but also like I mean he most likely did do it, and like I'm not going to be able to defend that, nor do I want to. But like if I'm just talking about strictly just football, you know, which is like kind of what I was just talking about, it's like, in my opinion, nobody takes care of the ball better than Rodgers does. Like, or at least does, whatever you want to consider it. I think Big Ben, Loki, was just too risky with the ball. Sometimes he would sometimes that riskiness would like pay off. If like dude just ripped it and like threw it like into double coverage and like it was a touchdown. It was a crazy touchdown. But then it would be like other times, dude, throw the ball away. Stop stop trying to turn like a you're gonna get sacked. Stop play better. Stop trying to sit there and like make plays happen. Eventually realize like a play is over with, you know? The play is done. And it's like take your losses and move on. So and then sometimes he would just make it worse. And also just like in general, I just think Rodgers is just a better thrower of the football. He has the stats to back it up. I mean, he beat Big Ben in the Super Bowl as well. He outperformed him. It's like, but also my dad's he's a huge Packers fan, and we have the argument. He thinks Favre is better than Rodgers, and I tell him all the time, I'm like, old man, like, come on, like, Favre has the most turnovers, or the most picks, or whatever it is, in NFL history, and Rodgers is the best at not throwing interceptions. And it's like they also both only have, because doesn't Favre? I think Favre only has one Super Bowl. I think it's like they both only have one Super Bowl, and it's like, what's his name? Rodgers has more passing yards than him. Rodgers has not. My fault. He doesn't have more passing yards than him. My fault. He has, yeah. So my dad might have a point there. He has 70,000 yards. Rodgers only got 59,000. I don't know. I just think Rodgers is just better. He just takes care of the ball better. Are you friends with Burks? Nah, I'm not. I've never talked to him before. Because he's also a Steeler. I know he's a huge Pickens fan. And he, in my opinion, he's probably the best editor there is. But that's just my opinion. But I know his Pickens videos are funny. I see people in his comments getting pissed off with him about making it. It's like, dude, like, get off man's stuff. Yeah, you make a good point. Ben was sloppier. See, it sucks defending Ben's play because the Super Bowl's play was very mid. Yeah, dude, his, like, let me look it up. Big Ben's, especially that first Super Bowl. That first Super Bowl, he was not good in at all. Because he's won 2, obviously. His stats. Let's look. Against the Seahawks, he went 9 for 21 for 123 yards and 2 picks. It's like Randall L had more touchdown throws than he did. Like, come on, dude. You know? And that second one against Arizona, besides the game-winning touchdown, which I can't take it away from him, that was that might have been a better pass, like a better throw than it was catch. Like, it was obviously a great catch, but like throwing it between, like, over 3 people, and like it was like the ball was like, I got my football right here. The ball was like right here on the defender's like fingertips. It was a perfect pass. But like besides that, let's take that one touchdown away. He went 21 for 30, which is good, you know. 256 yards, which is obviously good. I'm not going to take that away from him. He had an interception. Took 3 sacks. Granted, that's probably his offensive line's fault. And then in that Super Bowl against the Packers, he went 25 for 40. Cool. 263 yards. Cool. 2 touchdowns. Cool. 2 picks. It's like, dude, you're sloppy, you know? And I love Ben. I love Ben as a player. It's like, dude, you're sloppy. This is so random. Do you think Philip Rivers deserved the Super Bowl? Yeah, I mean, I definitely think he deserved one, but I mean, I think it's going to be, I mean, as stereotypical as it is, how people are like, oh, Justin Herbert's just going to be just like Philip Rivers. It's kind of true. And it sucks because I love Herbert. Herbert's probably my top 4, 5 favorite quarterbacks to watch. But shout out Randall. Man, I'm trying to tell you. He's kind of underrated in my opinion. Yeah, I think Philip Rivers is extremely underrated. Granted, in that, what was it, 2006 draft class, I think, where Manning, Rivers, and Ben all got drafted. Was it 2006? Class 2004. My fault. I knew it was back then. I think Ben's definitely obviously the best. Granted, again, I'm biased. Besides those 2 Super Bowls, which again you can't, like, it's like saying like, oh, besides I don't know, like, if you took away Brady's Super Bowl rings, It's like, well, how good would he really be? It's like, okay, well, you're discluding the most important part about Brady, you know? Like, he won 7 Super Bowls, you know? But also, I think Manning definitely deserves the Hall of Fame. At first, like a couple years ago, I was just thinking about it. Didn't really think he should deserve it, because it's like, dude, like, besides your 2 Super Bowls, you really weren't that good in the regular season, you know? But I mean, again, it's like taking away, like, but if you take away those 2 Super Bowls, it's like, yeah, you weren't good. Okay, well, yeah, you're taking away the 2 most important things. So, being a quarterback for the Chargers is basically saying, no, I don't want a Super Bowl. Yeah, basically. Which sucks, because it's like, Herbert is so much fun to watch. I ended up actually going out, because I'm from Maryland, and me and my girl, we ended up going out to California and went to a Lakers game. But we ended up going to the Chargers Patriots game back in, like, I think it was 2022, I think it was. Man, I'm looking up everything tonight. Patriots, Chargers, 2022. Because I remember the, what do you call it? No, it was 2021 then? Yeah, 2021. Yeah, I was about to say, I remember the Patriots won. And Herbert threw a pick 6. I remember that. That was a really good game, though. But, like, even then, it's like, going to the games like that, it's completely different than watching it on TV. Like, just seeing, like, the arm talent that he legitimately has, like, the strength, it's like, dude, imagine Herbert on a good team. Dude, I wanted him to get traded to the Steelers. I remember there was, like, rumors during the offseason for, like, a slim like, margin. It was, like, what, a couple weeks where there was, like, a rumor of him getting traded, and people were talking about him getting traded to the Vikings. I don't know if you guys remember that. There was, like, just, like, random rumors of it, and I really wanted him to get drafted to the traded to the Steelers, but it is what it is. I feel like Eli should have left the Giants after the 2nd Super Bowl. I feel like he got no help. Yeah, I mean, I also definitely think I need that. I mean, look at his defense in that, what was 2006? Giants, Patriots, 2006. I mean, I guess both of his defenses were crazy. But that 2006 one, it was 2006, right? The Super Bowl? Or was it 2008? There you go. And then they played 2010, too. Or 2011 or something. 2011. Yeah, I remember that 2008 team was crazy. That defense was crazy. But weren't they, like throughout the season, weren't they, like, awful? And then they, like, turned on a switch and then, like, just had to come up? Like, I just feel like they gassed him out with bad plays. Yeah, I mean, look, they tried to give him some good plays. Like, I mean, they had OBJ and they had Saquon and all that. Granted, that was towards the back end of his career, so, like, yo, what's up, Braden? How you doing? Oh, because I remember he all of a sudden was terrible and seemed like a backup. Yeah, I mean, Eli was cool. Something I couldn't stand about Eli, though, and, like, no disrespect, I couldn't stand his face. After he'd throw a pick, he'd have that, like, look on his face, like he had no idea what was going on. It's like, dude, like, you just threw the game-winning pick. Like, what do you, like, why are you looking at me like that, you know? Like, what's his name? Peyton made fun of him when, on, like, one of those shows, one of those, like, the Saturday Night Live or whatever it's called. He was making fun of him for, like, the way he looked at him and all that. He's like, man, I've seen that look my whole life. Like, Peyton, I just got drafted number 1 overall by the Colts. Like, I'm going to Indianapolis, blah, blah, blah. And then he was like, that face, that, like, Eli face. I don't know, I just couldn't stand it. But
the play fake on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking.
Man, that stink.
He gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up.
What a great way to start this game, and one of the reasons
Who's your
this
favorite team,
defense is
Braden?
one of the most dominant units all season long. They can get pressure on the quarterback with guys like
Give me that. Give me that. That was a dime. That was a dime. The Eli face got me dead. Dude. My dad is the one that pointed out to me, because again, like, I started watching football when I was a little bit younger, and he couldn't stand Eli either. Again, he couldn't stand Peyton either, but he hated Eli. And it's like, dude, like, I just could never get over it.
He's looking to throw. Moving out to the right.
Give me
Trying to
that.
make magic
Come on,
with
come here.
his feet.
Give me those. Oh no.
Bounced off his feet.
This guy just gives you nightmares. He's just got so
Man,
much
Ole Miss is number 2. I didn't realize that.
down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to
Easy. Come on, move the chains. Move the chains. Come on.
They've got it to
I can't stand
49
Eli's forehead.
line, and they'll move the chains. Gamecocks will
Yeah,
snap
bro got
it
like a
first
6
and
head.
10.
There's a reason
Again, I like Eli and Peyton. Peyton, like, I don't know if you guys watched
at the end of the game, you look at
the Manning cast on Monday nights. I watch them all the time while I'm sitting there making videos. I gotta go to sleep. Have a good night, Ryan. I probably won't talk to you for another weekend. Alright, man, take care. I really appreciate you coming out. And again, remember, just sit there and just grind, dude. Just stay consistent, you know? That's all you gotta do is just stay consistent, and eventually everything will come.
it hasn't been ideal, but there's still
But again, I appreciate you coming out. Thank you.
some wins on the schedule.
Yeah, it's all about finishing the season strong, right? I think this team believes that in this last week, they were able to sort of reset their focus on doing exactly that. They believe they have the horses in the locker room to win games like this. This could be the momentum shift they need.
Yeah, and also, man, if you ever need like help or whatever, like edits or anything like that, I mean, like my Instagram, my DMs are always open, dude. Just send me a message and just be like, hey, bro, like, I need help with this or I need help with that. It's like, dude, I'm always open to help, trying to help people. I might not be able to give like the best, craziest of help, but I'm always down to help people. So if you ever need help, just sit there, hit my DMs up, because I never respond on my TikTok. I always try to respond on the Instagram. I feel like Instagram, I can become like, I'm always on my Instagram. I'm honestly never on my TikTok besides uploading, and then I get off.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake now to throw. Deep shot
Give me
to the
that
end zone.
touchdown. That was a dot. That was a dot.
Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening.
Dude, that was a nice pass. That was a dot.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's going for the big play.
Oh,
Got it in stride at the
dude, I know you saw that. I know you saw that.
strides his way in.
I know you saw that.
Touchdown,
I know you saw that. I thought that was for sure getting picked.
And a really nice job by the quarterback. He drops back. He knows where he's going with the
I thought that
football.
was for sure going to be a pick.
He sees his guy coming from left to right, running that post down the middle of the field, throws it, perfect timing to his receiver. He catches the football, takes it into the end zone.
Bro.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here.
Go,
Throwing
go,
his feet at the
go.
45. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. He's taking the
Done.
shot.
Ooh, you got to hold on to that, dude. Granted, I probably shouldn't have let him into that, but that was insane. I thought that was a pick for sure. Man, can I get him again? This, I think it's the Harbor guy. I think he's the guy that has like 99 speed.
Missed a little bit deep on that shot, but listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Man, I feel like I'm out here throwing dimes. Like I'm the quarterback throwing.
But he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. This offense absolutely
Give me that.
humming as
Give
they
me
come
that.
to the line again.
Bro.
Man, that's a tough play to make when you're
Bro, they gonna do me like that?
you're trying to control your concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Man, we doing this to number 2 Ole Miss too. I don't know what that was.
Receiver there, it's incomplete. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Man, we throwing dimes right now.
Play on that one and it'll be a first down.
As a defensive guy, you use the sideline as your 12th man. You push the receiver.
Man, we
out there.
throwing dimes right now.
Still doing a great job getting small, getting that foot in bounds, making the play, and catching the ball.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down.
Oh, that was my
Had some
fault.
juice on it, but it's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And
I tried to force that one.
knock it away and deny
That
the
was my
score.
fault.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on
Man,
third and
man, I know they're coming.
they're going to throw it again. Stepping to the right.
Go.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Defense is back.
So how you feel like the Timberwolves gonna do this year, Jet?
Trying to defend their own end zone. Snapped it in the shotgun. Quarterback moving out of the pocket.
Oh, I thought I was gonna make something happen.
That was in trouble and down. He
You hear Milton balling out? New? Yeah, dude.
tremendous
I heard something. I forgot who it was. I think it might have been Colin Coward or one of those like what do you call it? One of them talking heads. I forgot who it was.
took a shot at the end zone, and he
But
almost picked it off. It'll be third
they were saying that Milton looked better than May. And I'm like, I mean, obviously I'm not paying attention to the Patriots. Yeah, that's a bad one. But granted, I never really watched it. I think he went to Tennessee. I think it was. Again, this is really my second year paying attention to college football. Milton, Tennessee. Yeah, Tennessee. And I mean, low-key, he would make some stupid throws. That's like, bro, like, what are you doing? But also, like, just him being like that physically big. It's like, dude, and I know his arm is like crazy. Like, I remember at the combine, he had like a crazy throw. Well, I don't want to say they'll win it all, but yeah, because we both know the Lakers win it all.
Time to take a shot. And it slips
The Lakers win it all. We all know that.
complete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
No, I don't think we haven't picked up anybody like in free agency. We haven't traded for anybody. We haven't done anything like at all. Like at all. We haven't cut nobody. Well, that's a lot. We did sign Max Christie to an extension, but besides that, it's like, dude, anything of like serious importance, you know. I was so high on Milton. I want to say I was telling you that when I was doing my mock drafts, dude's arm is like a little rocket launcher. Yeah, I know he's got a huge arm, but like his decision making was never like great. I think that was always like his like flaw. Was like his decision making was always like average at best. And it's like, dude, like it would be it'd be wholesome to see him win with his son. Yeah, for sure. I saw somebody. It was like one of them like tweets of like the one of the like fake accounts, you know, like the Ballsack Sports or like the that type of stuff. And I remember it was like a picture of like, you know, the picture of like Tatum with his son after the game, after the finals, where he's like holding them up. It was like one of those, but of Bron holding up Bronny.
Here's third and short. Finds a tight end. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough.
That's what everyone says. His arm was amazing, but he's terrible at playing quarterback other than that.
He wants to
Yeah,
start
I mean,
this
I could
drive
be
with a
wrong. I could be
pass.
thinking of someone different, but I'm pretty sure he was like low-key a statue in the pocket too. Like he was never really able to like move like that.
And maybe
Oh,
they
that
try
might
to
have been
slide
Hendon
the
Hooker,
quarterback, but it
maybe.
just
I don't know.
hasn't worked.
Because I remember Hendon
On
Hooker.
first
He's
down, he just keeps gashing
people are
the
pretty high on him,
receiver.
but I think he like tore his ACL or his Achilles or something like that. He got like hurt, and now he's on Detroit. But like obviously, Goff is their starter.
Off play action on first down. He fires one
Give me that.
deep
Give me
over the
that.
middle. Spreads it inside the 10. And
Come
he
on
got
now.
away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown,
Hendon
Gamecocks. No mid-season
Hooker.
doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't
Yeah, he
look
tore his
like
ACL.
here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field and score.
I know these are lag responses, but it's because I'm listening and typing. But man, you good? Man, I know you see we throwing dimes over here. This is definitely my best game, maybe besides the last one against Akron. But
Going up top on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's
man,
open.
now you want to dive.
Welcome to the
A couple games ago, he wouldn't die for anything.
Like the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Makes one man miss. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
I love the play call there too because second
Yeah, I
and
was
short,
actually telling
defenses
my
think you might run it.
my
So
girl
try to
about
catch
how
'em off guard
a
with
while
the
ago
pass.
you had said that we were gonna go to a game,
Completion, you're gonna have a chance to run it the very
and
next play, but it doesn't matter.
she was you were like, yeah, I'm gonna get you to go to a game one of these times, or it was something like that.
And the Gamecocks
And
move to first and 10.
I was telling her, I was like, shit, I might have
Buys
to.
a little time. He'll
Oh.
let it go down the right side.
I was like, I might have to go to a Wizards game, a Wizard Timberwolves game. Man, we throwing dimes over here.
Fast motion from the offense. The give on the inside. Can't get him to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Gamecocks are in the hurry up. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Going
Oh,
up top.
oh,
Touchdown!
oh
South
my
Carolina. And the route is
Dude.
on.
dude!
This dude is just slicing
I'm telling you, we
and
gotta
dicing
go.
his
You need to
defense
see
into
Ann in
little tiny
person.
pieces.
Now, how far of a drive would it be for you for
Exactly what he's getting
from
at.
North
So
Dakota
much
to
success,
DC?
You gotta find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Let me look. Man, we got 6 touchdowns. Either that or Steelers game. Man, I'm not even gonna lie. Usually during like the football season, I'm locked in on the videos. Like I don't go to any games. I don't do any of that. Especially on like the Thursdays, the Saturdays, the Sundays, and the Mondays.
He'll
I don't
come
do
out
nothing
throwing on first down.
besides make videos and just grind it
And
out.
that
I'm not gonna
shot
lie.
downfield falls incomplete, and that's how
Eventually,
we'll
like
go.
I do want to go to Steeler games and
That's
all
the end
that,
of the
but
quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth.
It's a long drive, dude. I know that. Oh yeah, dude. Nah, man, that's a 24-hour drive. Nah, bro, you're good. We'll meet up eventually.
We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout.
Yeah, dude, that's a crazy drive.
That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing
I know
room.
from
They've got it out to the 27.
my dad and myself a couple years ago, we ended up going to. It was like my first ever Steelers game in Pittsburgh,
Everybody in college football,
and
they've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are
we
still
drove
putting
from
on this
Maryland, and we're like kind of deep into Maryland, so it's usually like a 2-hour drive just to get out of Maryland and go. Man, this is easy. It's usually like a 2-hour drive just to get out of Maryland. Like, if we're trying to go to like Baltimore or whatever, it's like an hour and a half, just to get there. So, but when we went to Pittsburgh, we went for the Seahawks Steelers game. It was like the Sunday night. This was before this was when Russ was still on the team, but this is when he was hurt, and Gino was like the starter, but not like obviously now he is now, where he's obviously like the starter. But TJ had like a forced fumble from like behind to like in overtime to send the I think it was it was in damn, that was my fault. It was in overtime. He like got a forced fumble from behind. Dude, I was going crazy. And my dad was with me as well, and it's one of those things where it was like, I don't know about you guys, but like going to a game with like a parent or like my dad. I was growing up going to Steeler games with him, like Steeler Ravens games, and it was like going to a football game with somebody that you legit care about and legit like wants to watch the game, and like he's a Packers fan, but he was rooting for us, It's special. It's also again special just because I was with my dad, my first ever Steelers game, and all that stuff. But besides the point, yeah, it was a crazy game, dude. Also, I heard Spencer Rattler is going crazy on the Saints. Man, I don't know what's gonna happen with Derek Carr. I'm not gonna lie. I remember a couple years ago before he even got because this is his second year on the Saints, right? So what? 2 years ago when he led the Raiders to the playoffs. I remember people were putting him in top 10 discussions. And I mean, he was playing like a top 10 quarterback. I also remember I think it was 2016. Dude was playing like one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Like, I'm pretty sure he was like in MVP discussions. And then I think he got hurt and blah, blah, blah. But man, I gotta throw a touchdown.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing.
There you go. And we almost had a perfect game too if I wouldn't have thrown that pick.
They want that clock to run. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 20.
Yeah, I'd be down to go to a Steelers game though. I kind of ignored that part. I'd definitely be down to go to a Steelers game. Just like right now, I want to. These next couple years, I really want to just grind and like do this, and eventually make this into like something, That's the goal. And I know I'm not gonna, especially like with football, with like my content primarily just being like posting football clips and all that. It's like I gotta be here for it,
That looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Go.
So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at
Hey, can we get another touchdown?
6 on first down now, a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw.
Go.
He's going for a big play.
Go.
Nothing but green ahead.
I feel like Carr is really good. I just feel like maybe his team isn't mature enough. And then Mike T was constantly hurt. Yeah, dude, I don't know. Because, like, just watching some of the games, sometimes he would just make some of the most boneheaded decisions. And it's, granted, I'm not a quarterback. I'm not as good as him. He's way better at football than I am. He's all of this stuff. Like, I'm not saying, all that. But it's like, dude, like sometimes he just made some like bad decisions that like really left you like scratching your head as like a dude. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? You know? But then other times, like he would have like really really good throws or like really really good plays, and it'd be like, dude, like do this consistently. You know? Like I also just kind of think like the Saints are just so like, and as a Steelers fan, you know, like it's like obviously like we're always going like 9-8, you know, so like we're literally mid as well. But like I feel like the Saints are literally like the definition of being mediocre, and it's like Derek Carr is the perfect quarterback for that, you know. Can I get one more off? Can I get one more off? Oh, okay. Like I remember last year seeing him pass for like 360, but his team was kind of messing him up. Yeah, I remember. I think they played the Rams. I think it was on Thursday night, and he had a pretty good game that game. Saints Thursday night. I think he had a pretty good. I could be wrong.
But I do know this is an upset. This team was unranked, beat a ranked team, but you went out and got your respect.
Yeah, I mean he threw for 319, 3 touchdowns, and interception. Granted, the stats don't really tell the whole game, but I remember Puka had that crazy catch that game too, where he was like falling down, and he like caught it, and the person was like holding him and all that.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David.
All right, I'm gonna play one more game and then I'm done. It's 2:25 where I am, so I'm gonna get off after this game. Man, I better be player of the week. I just threw 8 touchdowns. Come on now. Ain't no way. Against number 2 Ole Miss? Come on. Come on. Thank you. SEC offensive player of the week. National offensive player of the week. Come on now. We like that. Your thoughts on Cup? I still think Cup's got some. Like I still think he's good. He's kind of fallen. Yeah, I think his injuries just kind of got to him last season, and then it's like I don't ever think he'll ever be able to live up to the expectations that he kind of set for himself to have. Like, I mean, he had the Triple Crown, had the arguably the greatest receiving season to ever. You know, it's like he was never really able. Like, I don't think he's ever able to really like live up to that again. But it's also like you're not really asking him to live up to that. You also got Puka. Like on the season they won the Super Bowl, it was really just him and what's his name? Well, Van Jefferson, but what's his name? Higbee. They were really the only 2 like options on the team. Obviously you had Stafford, but like didn't they also have like Deshaun Jackson at some point in time during the year? I think they did. I think Deshaun Jackson, I don't know if it was the beginning or like towards the end. I guess they had OBJ, my fault. I forgot about him. They had OBJ for the last couple games. Yeah, Woods got hurt though, like right when OBJ came in. But yeah, you're right. I forgot about Robert Woods. He did come. He was there for the majority of the season. I forgot about him. I just remember that Super Bowl, like there was nobody. Like Van Jefferson couldn't get open. I don't know. I don't remember if Higbee was healthy or not for that, but nobody could get open. It was insane with Cup. Yeah, he was.
Off the play fake on first down to throw.
That was my fault. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, to get back to the question though about Cup, I still think he's gonna be better than he was last season. But also like last season he was still pretty good, you know? Like I'm not gonna say he was like bad or nothing like that. He just again didn't live up to the expectations of like Triple Crown, best receiver, but also like Puka took over like a good majority of the offense. It's like, well, you're not gonna sit there and have the same like success like you did the year of the Super Bowl with Puka like also taking targets and also taking yards away and all that. It's like I don't know. I also low-key am a little bit salty that we that we picked, what's his face? Juju over him. Granted, obviously, like, it's hindsight, you know? But
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback or you can call him a running back. I mean, goodness gracious, he's dropping back to throw the football.
ooh,
But when he sees a
yes sir. I might fall off like hype. I realize I didn't specify. Because I think he still can put up good numbers. Just feel like everyone forgot. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think everyone kind of forgot about him because Puka took over as much as he did, you know? It's like... I remember they played, it was the Ravens last season, and Cup was going crazy, low-key. I know you remember that game.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He rifles one
Bad
deep
pass.
to the left.
Yeah, he was doing his thing, too. Granted, Puka had that crazy catch, too, where like, he was, like, diving for it, and he, like, got up, and he started, like, screaming. I remember that. That got me hype. I was sitting there watching on NFL Red Zone, and I was like, dude, that's sick. Like, how can you not enjoy that, you know?
yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on.
Damn,
so
I'm
we can
throwing nothing
start
but
to build some momentum
trash.
this season. Obviously not the start.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
I know it's
What about you, though?
football.
How do you feel like Cup's going to do this season?
These kind of games, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Quarterback now breaking the field. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. They bring him down, and he's... coming out on first down with the play fake.
Go,
Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
Nice job by the quarterback. Hey, the defense is going to let your big tight end be wide open like that. You will take that.
I ran straight into that. That's my
Coming in
fault.
high, and they got him at the 29. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on second and 14. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the back.
I think if Cup stays healthy, he's going to go crazy because defenses won't be able to control him and Puka are both guys. You can't. You have to. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm low-key thinking
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive
Kyron
they
Williams.
are on
I think
third
he's
and
pretty good
long.
too.
Looking to throw,
He's
and he
definitely
needs a
underrated.
bunch.
That's my fault.
No
He's
way
definitely
to go.
underrated. Granted, he had a really good season. And then didn't they just draft Blake
They were
Corum
trying to
too?
get the screen set up, but
It's
it
like,
just
dude,
took a
like, I think they'll be pretty solid this season. I also think the Falcons are going to do pretty good this season.
wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Steps
I mean, of course, after week 1, I mean, they're going to start 0-1. But besides that, I mean, Raheem Morris, I mean, I think he's in a pretty good form. Kirk is there,
Chris, you and I were
you know.
talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Snags it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to
Go.
get one more snap off before the 2-minute. And he takes it in.
I remember an old coworker arguing Akers was better than Harris. Najee? He's better than Najee? How you doing? Not delusional Cowboys fan? I'm assuming you a Cowboys fan.
Find his man on first down.
Yeah, bro, we're arguing so hard. That's crazy.
He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Hauls it in.
How you feel like the Cowboys gonna do this season? You think they're gonna do solid, or do you think they're gonna regress a little bit?
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Throws to the wideout.
Have you guys signed CD yet? I don't think you guys have yet, right? Because I remember there were like rumors that you guys were gonna that you guys had like come to like some sort of contract extension or whatever with him, but I didn't hear anything about you guys like actually signing him.
Telling the quarterback what they see. Snags it over the middle.
Damn.
Excellent job working through the air.
How you feel about Dak? You think you guys should move on from Dak?
Picking up a first down. He's looking to throw it.
Oh.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Wants to fire on second down.
There you go.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Gotta see how he does this year.
But that first down marker might be in the next county.
I don't know, because isn't he asking for like, go?
Oh, he gave him a dead leg.
Isn't he asking for like 55, 60 million dollars or something like that?
Stands tall and makes the stop.
Like a year, obviously.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. Good, solid pickup.
'Cause I remember I saw rumors that the Steelers were gonna get him, like that they were like favorited or whatever to like sign him. And no offense, I do not want Dak. Again, no disrespect to Dak. I do like Dak. I just don't think he's don't think he's worth 55, 60, $60 million.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in
Go.
with the run. Touchdown,
Yeah.
Gamecocks. And that will
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I like CD though. He's probably one of my favorite players in the league right now. I like him. I like Jefferson. Tyreek's cool.
off play action. Looking to take a shot. Snatches it
I saw you on Instagram.
and they
Okay, man, I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming from Instagram.
to the 35.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love
Yeah,
the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense.
I like CD. I try to make edits of CD all the time, but
His receiver more room to work his route.
I was also sometimes gotta switch it up a little bit.
But it's incomplete.
Man, I might have to make a CD edit pretty soon. I don't think I've made one from him in a while.
Throw it again on second down.
Let me look. The last one I made. I remember I made one of.
Wide out in
Actually, never mind. I think that's a lie. I think I made one of them pretty soon. Like pretty.
good timing on the quick out. And they'll shove him
I don't know if you remember, but I'm the guy that messaged you. Dude, I do remember you. Yeah, he was like stealing my videos, and then he was just like putting over like he was just like putting his own
from the 29.
watermark over it, and he had like 20K subs on YouTube. I'm like, dude, like it clearly says my name at the bottom of the screen, like. And people, and I would go on. I was like on his Instagram, on his YouTube, and I was like, "Hey, that's like my videos, you know." And people were like, "No, you're just salty. You're just salty." It's like, dude, it literally says my name at the bottom of it, you know. But and then I think he was covering your stuff up. Yeah, I remember that. And then I think you gave him. Or like you like messaged him for me, or I don't know, it was something like that. Bad throw. I think you had like messaged him or like something like that. I don't know. But I do remember you. I do remember you messaging me about it. And I remember I was like, yeah, bro. He was just sitting there like taking my videos, and again, I mean like it's whatever, you know. Like at the end of the day, it's just a video. But it's like, dude, like he was also like profiting off of it. You know, he was like taking my money, my videos, and then he would like something that like I think he had like people in his like server or something like that. I don't know. That part I'm not like 100% sure about, so I'm not gonna sit there and say that's like for fact. But I think he was like taking the videos and he was like monetizing them or something like that. It's like, dude. Yeah, but he was trying real hard to cover. Yeah, dude. I mean, low key, he was kind of getting smart about it. I can't lie to you. Like he was like the way he was like covering it, he would like cover like the whole block, and like I don't have my watermark big enough to like really like if someone does steal it, I mean like they could cover if they really wanted to. I think having like a huge watermark kind of takes away from like the video itself. Because, like, you're not there for me, you know? You're there to watch the video, you know? And it's, like, having my name, like, massive. Oh, give me that. Give me that. Oh. Having my name, like, massively on the screen kind of just takes away from, like, the audience watching it. But I remember he had, like, a whole, like, block of it or something. I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. You know, like, I hope the guy's having success and all that, but it's whatever. But I do appreciate you reaching out and saying something to me about it, because I would have never known. And that was like years ago, I think. That was like 2 years ago.
Got it in the middle, it's Brown.
Yeah.
Brought down just outside the
Crazy.
red zone. He moves
I be seeing people now that steal my videos, and it's like, dude, it's whatever. Like, I'm not going to be able to stop you.
might be looking to run. He's
Your videos
miles, but not
be
the
his
ball.
top videos, great.
Pick up
Yeah, dude.
the sticks for a first
If you go look him up, I'm pretty sure, because I used to make what are they?
That's the end of
That's-
the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look
Yeah,
at
he
the
got
national
25K.
rankings.
Shorts, popular.
When you're dealing with
Yeah,
a deficit
the,
like this, it's all about somebody stepping up
The
to
like
make a
team
play,
ones where like
and you might
the
as
team
well
would have
start
success or whatever, and then they would just like fall off, or like they'd lose or whatever. I remember I would make those all the time, and I'm pretty sure the Mr. Not Delusional Cowboys fan, I'm pretty sure he was the one that was like, "Hey, dude, like
gliding to the right, still
he's stealing your stuff."
and good hands there by the defense on that shot.
But
to
again,
the
it is
end
what it
zone.
is.
And
It's
the
not that big of a
Gamecocks
deal.
come to the line in the hurry-up.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last
Nope.
game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in
Oh.
this one. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they
Yeah,
add six
but
more
I mean, it is what it is.
with that trip to
I
His defense
also kind of
is
switched my whole
good.
style of videos up since then. Like I don't really make some of the same videos that I used to. I used to make videos about like the best game of each week, and I do miss making them, but also like it like just the amount of time that it really takes, and like the amount of people that really do care about it compared to the people that don't care. It's like most people don't care about those videos no more.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a
Yeah, I remember he was covering the TikTok watermark, and I think he was putting his watermark over yours too. Yeah, he was putting his over mine, and then like the TikTok logo on the ends of it, like where like it'll pop up saying like at RyanSports9, and then like the TikTok logo, he would like cover that up with something as well. And it was like, there you go. Yeah, he would blur it. It's like, dude, you're smart. Like he was smart. I can't lie. And again, I hope he's having success. I'm not hating on the man. I mean, I do think it's a little bit shady to be stealing people's videos, but like again, it is what it is at the end of the day.
They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 32.
I like to say he is not having success. Yeah, I mean,
Now they're gonna throw
to be
it.
fair, I don't think I've really paid attention to him since
He's brought down
he had
the
pointed him out
flag
to
on
me.
the field. Let's see
And even
which way
then, I
that's
just,
gonna go.
it was like, I mean, it sucks, but I wasn't really able to stop him from making videos, you know.
That was
His
right
recent
on
videos
the
from a day ago
borderline.
had
You
0
wanna make
views.
that quarterback feel you, but the official
No comment.
thought it
I
was
got
a
nothing to
little
say.
too much. The roughing the passer penalty. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense
Give me
is
that.
about, but you have to
Oh,
stop
that was almost
short.
like Big Ben against the
Making that
Broncos,
official
throwing it
wait
straight
for
to the
his
D-line.
Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Looking to throw on second down. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Trying to
Go,
pound their
go,
way
go.
in. Collisions and power on display. And
Yeah, we can go for it.
just back to the line of scrimmage. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Now the quarterback changing the original play call.
No. That was supposed to be a pass.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I think that might be the very definition of just
I probably should just kick the field goal. Imagine how many Super Bowl Steelers would have if there was no Tom Brady. Man, tell me about it.
Linebackers shuffling
Dude.
around, trying to keep the quarterback.
It's also
from getting
crazy
a
how
read.
many, like,
Here's the handoff.
imagine if there's no Eli Manning. Imagine how many Super Bowls
They
Brady would have.
finally
He'd have,
get
what,
him on the ground
9?
with a big running play moves to change for
I'm a
the
Steelers
first
fan.
down. Defense uses a timeout quickly,
Yeah, I'm a
trying to
Steelers
get that
fan.
ball
Me
back
and me and Jet are both
for their
Steelers fans.
offense. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the
But I
clock
can't
to
lie.
save as
I mean,
much
most
time as possible for
most
their
Steelers
offense.
fans and Cowboys fans don't really be getting along. I like the Cowboys. They're cool. I don't have a problem with them. I know people always say, like, you either love or you hate the Cowboys. Like, there's never really an in between. I think they're cool. I'm grateful for Eli. Yeah, I know. He would have made the sport, like, if Brady kept winning. It's like 9 Super Bowls. TJ gets disrespected. Thank you. Thank you. We all know TJ gets disrespected. I don't get it. I don't get why. I don't understand why he gets so disrespected for no reason.
Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good.
I know you, like, what's his name? When he tweeted out that for the, what is it? The defensive player of the year, when he got snubbed for it, and he was like, nothing I'm not used to. It's like, dude.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost.
Straight C's, man. I'm cool with straight C's. That's all I need. You've been casually smoking these. I know. And we're not even ranked yet. Last game you had like 600 yards. Let me look at my team stats. Actually, I guess it's probably more individual stats, huh? Season stats. Man, we've already got 2,000 yards. Look, my stats. I wonder if I'd be able to look at individual games. Nah. Man, we've low-key been moving too. We got 236 yards. We got 3 touchdowns. 25 touchdowns, 5 picks. 192.5 rating. I wish I could go back and look at like the games, like each game breakdown. I might be able to, but am I in Heisman watch? I gotta be, right? I'm 5th. Okay. Yeah, the one game. Where is it? I think to see per game stats, look at team schedule. So like right here, I'm assuming. Yeah, probably. Where are we? Where are we? We're here. Force home win. No, I ain't trying to do all that. I remember the one game we had like 8 touchdowns. I do remember that. Low key, once I stopped like paying attention to actually playing the game, go to week 6. Let me look. Team schedule. There you go. This might be it. There you go. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we had 550 yards, 8 touchdowns, and 1 pick. And then, what did we have last game? $314 yards. I mean, we didn't have a touchdown. I think we had a rushing touchdown, didn't we? Oh, no. No, we had 2 rushing touchdowns. Okay. Yo, if Fields doesn't work out, Jackson Dart for QB1. I'm not gonna lie, I got no idea who Jackson Dart is. Milrow, man, he ain't do too shabby, but he ain't like me though. All miss quarterback. Let me go back. Two touchdowns. Man, if Fields don't work out, you need to get me up in there. 8 touchdowns? Come on. But let me save this and I'm about to hop out. I'm gonna go eat and shower and all that stuff. I'll keep this though. I'll make this quarterback. I'll make this quarterback 1. Quarterback 1. Make sure I got it saved. There you go. We're good. All right, man. I appreciate you guys coming out. I appreciate you, Jay. I'll talk to you later. I'll talk to you on Instagram. But thank you, guys. I appreciate it. It's dab o'clock.